I'm aware that last week's bipartisan passage by Parliament of the Proper Human Sexual Rights and Ghanaian Family Values Bill on a private member's motion has raised considerable anxieties in certain quarters of the diplomatic community and among some friends of Ghana that she may be turning her back on her hitherto enviable, long-standing record on human rights observance and attachment to the rule of law. I want to assure you that no such backsliding will be contemplated or occasioned.
All right, so for those of you who jubilate, said the anti-LGBT bill, no, it is here and it is here to stay, you know. Unfortunately, I'm sad to break the news to you, sir. The bill will not see the end of the day. You see, there are a whole lot of factors. Beginning, you know, me can't catch them say, sir, when you know, I was so on sa esuichi edware. And I also was sure I was so on sa esuichi edware. To the extent say me chim ya na se Ghana no say a patch say ye de ho ye pese ye make your own rules and regulations because ye de ho a ene e was say ankasa ye nsa so ye chi edware. Na ye me chim say sika ye de be hwe ye ho wo man we mu. Money to run the country ye ni be. It's the bia brofo sike ya mumbeji loan, mumbeji aid, mumbeji grants, mumbeji support. Normally, my usually is we cry now. They don't even add any interest to it. Either say free, they give us with no interest, and they just even want to support us. We saw that a bit COVID by France, my 70 million, Germany, my Ay3ka, UK, my Ay3ka. Even first vice president of the United States of America, Kamala Harris, on Okra Baye, Ghana $100 million. So we've seen everything gone into play. Now this money are given to us, but usually, you know, they give us occasion. And as they give us on a certain condition, let me use the word condition. The condition is that we make sure say Krona Moteno which is democracy. Again, human rights. Now, Brunei human rights no enshrined in it no LGBTQI part of it. And part of it protecting the people with and who are part of the LGBTQI+ community. Internet Sam George in the bill of the Aba Parliament or see the proper sexual human rights. No, me no can say no. Ya vote ama bill na ye bill, but president also sign it. And a president no in a meeting and now ya on the foreign diplomats having or patch say amount for so LGBT na be man krofo omumba invest in Ghana sikano ye be boa Ghana na ba ne sabro fon fan maye eyihu na Akuffo do Ay3ka chen krofo se wuti a also wuti na supreme se ono no bill no on fa pen and sign ene Ay3ka onye ready, but there's a circumvention to the circumvention is that Sam George and other MPs are threatening say we are going to use 2/3 of the majority in parliament to pass the bill. Remember I say Nigeria former pass bill. Nigeria put the gay near jail where could 20 years. The Ghana put the sentence near life. The president in the party say he is not going to sign now. Again, yes, answer to question the man. Nanu ya. Near to question the man or party say in simple akoso about this whole bill and other things. But president in the party say what it is say obi ediakupim e Supreme Court. Intino president Ay3ka na president they say essence will be ediakupim Supreme Court on yenhwe de besi. No GDA says Supreme Court so when they interpret the laws of Ghana, it is going to be at a point and as an instance say they will protect these people abuni from minorities. If let's read what the president really said here. Osha or say I await or say mami my enya ne kese wa hasena obia entim hu de ekos or say I'm aware that last week's bipartisan passage by Parliament, the Proper Sexual Human Rights Family Bills on a private member's motion has raised considerable anxieties in certain quarters of the diplomatic communities and among some friends of Ghana that she may be turning her back on a hitherto enviable long-standing record of human rights observance and attachment to the rule of law. I want to assure you that no such backsliding can be contemplated or occasioned. I think it will serve little purpose to go at this stage into details of the origin of this proposed bill, which is yet to reach my desk. But suffice is to say that I've learned that today a challenge has been mounted at the proposed legislation in circumstances that it will be as well for all of us to hold our hands and wait or await the decision of the courts before any action is taken. The operation of Ghana institutions at the Ghanaian state will determine future trajectory of the rule of law of human rights compliance in our country. The president, so some of the two journal parties, what say some may cause about a person catch a diplomat more invest in Ghana, more person more Ghana, no more money scan or patch or person catch them say what this will be at the bill no aqua courts. Until person tie the courts in Becca. Now courts ne say we are near the bill na beton the decks, so tie the beton the decks no so I know check Ghana for be a bill ni fee. Dinti a bill no eye ana enye. Again, yeah, if you join the media and legal nipa no the bill no e court Supreme Court so near Becca no ansem. Or your media and legal practitioner friend Richard Sky or no ena or the anti-LGBT bill no or the Parliament are all beside the apex court. The Supreme Court said they should stop the president from signing it into a law. Signing it into a law. Into yeah, the rates, some of the rates able to screen so you will see so has here rates no screen the Supreme Court rates and now omudia two Richard Sky. Or the House number 2 and the Parliament of Ghana and the Attorney General. Into the Parliament a first defendant, the Attorney General a second defendant. Nipa or the Akon and a Richard Skyer. Basically, no, in some all patches say the Supreme Court should restrict the president from signing this into restrict the president from signing this bill into passing a bail law. But you see, it has raised concerns of double standards because a crewman yet by will be a friend no abena ama governor. Na ama governor no sebi ono aba also a gay ni bisexual. Ena or call law school 7 years. E do time obe graduating years also a gay bisexual intino. In some way can on social media and the way we declare a stance no yintimi ema nenye lawyer. And they've withheld abna ama governors a friend is a record and I'm governor from being a lawyer for the past 2 years. Because we law school 7 years, so I think you 2 extra years, making it almost 9 years. A Jumanu could be ho. Now we school 2 years after doing all those 7 years hard work. Now, Supreme Court and the Attorney General and some of the buyers, I'm a governor and a stand and a pro stance as an LGBTQI person. And Untiana caused this particular damage to Ama governor. So we are all watching. Say these same people who are saying LGBT, you know, will they reverse the course of action and say, Ama governor, there we are going to treat her with the raw hands and not bare hands, but ekoye adia eye omani nyina ebitimi ama abrofo mo ma escape biem dia, we are going to treat it with kid gloves. And no, we are watching and people are saying they are watching if the Supreme Court is going to say the president shouldn't sign the bill because it abuses people's rights, or would they use that same tough and bare hands that they use on Ama governor? It is it. But clearly, the president, from day one, his signal says he's not interested in signing the bill. Why? Because according to him, he believes that the bill, Emma Ghana because he nyande hosaye and 67th Independence Day. I take your own decision. So we still need the donations from foreign aids. Dubai, they have everything, so they can give any reckless rule of law. Dubai, who you give death penalty in the mouth. But we need to mean cash because Dubai no only seek data. In fact, on no crowd turn near US, so US are more regarded as a close ally. You can't say close allies a downfall muye tight, close ally. But Ghana no who needs mouse can now who say LGBT person banning. So the president might be right in a certain way, say Ghana you induce our level because the economic implications of we passing the anti-LGBT bill are too much. In fact, according to the finance ministry, they brought out a figure saying Ghana stands to lose $3 billion annually a year. $3 billion. That's like almost 40 billion cedis a year if we sign this bill. And that bill, that 40 billion cedis, it be a loan, grant, aid, and in abroad for or free. So you have one into your mind in pong. So the president is here saying it's a bill on your but some Judge Ay3ka said they would make sure say if the president doesn't allow it, they will use 2/3 majority in Parliament to pass the bill. Only time will tell.
I'm aware that last week's bipartisan passage by Parliament of the Proper Human Sexual Rights and Ghanaian Family Values Bill, on a private member's motion, has raised considerable anxieties in certain quarters of the diplomatic community and among some friends of Ghana, that she may be turning her back on her hitherto enviable, long-standing record on human rights observance and attachment to the rule of law. I want to assure you that no such backsliding will be contemplated or occasioned. I think it will serve little purpose to go at this stage into the details of the origin of this proposed law, which is yet to reach my desk. But suffice it to say that I have learned that today a challenge has been mounted at the Supreme Court by a concerned citizen to the constitutionality of the proposed legislation. In the circumstances, it would be as well for all of us to hold our hands and await the decision of the court before any action is taken. The operation of the institutions of the Ghanaian state will determine the